Recently, Attorney General Jeff Sessions made it abundantly clear that he didn't care if states had legalized marijuana for recreational use or medicinal use. He wants to utilize the Justice Department to go after states that have legalized marijuana, and he will do so because he feels that federal law trumps state law, and it doesn't matter how voters in your state feel about it. Now, the House of Representatives has sprung into action on this issue. Luckily, they're springing into action on something. And what they're planning on doing is approaching this issue from two possible ways. One possible way is to essentially pass legislation that would protect these states that have legalized marijuana for medicinal or recreational use. Another possibility is attaching this to the spending bill. If they make it clear that the Attorney General or the Justice Department cannot go or use taxpayer money to go after these states, well then it will protect these states temporarily. But I would argue that it's more important to have a standalone bill that passes in Congress.
Look, they're actually taking some action, so I'm definitely in favor of that. And it doesn't mean it's going to pass. It's just 69 House members right now. Obviously, there's 435 people in the House, and so they got a lot of work ahead of them. It's encouraging that it's bipartisan, and part of the reason for that is because now in the states that have legalized, people/corporations have started to make money off of marijuana. And if you got companies making money, guess what you're going to have? Republican politicians on your side. So in the states that have legalized, Republicans are like, what's going on? Oh, you're giving me a campaign contribution because we legalized? I meant legalized the whole time. What did I say? Not legalized? I meant legalized. Yeah. So now those guys have flipped, and now we have a stronger and stronger coalition.
Yeah, those guys flipped, and I completely agree with you that now they're addicted to the money, right? They're addicted to the campaign donations, no doubt, but also that tax revenue that's coming into the states is wonderful, right? And so it's a great way to regulate and tax a drug that people like to use, and they were using regardless of the prohibition of marijuana. Another thing that I'm curious about, and this is pure speculation, this is a little bit of a goofy point, but hear me out. I think a huge number of our Congress members have used marijuana. And they probably know that this is a ridiculous thing to prosecute people for or to use our resources on. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but I actually don't agree. And I'll tell you why. Because I think that those are honorable gentlemen, and they would never do something as insidious as marijuana.
You know they love that reefer. Come on.
Okay, so no, they're rolling deep. I got it.
He heard that phrase for the first time today during our production meeting, and now he's using it like he's a cool guy. Rolling deep. Get out of here.
Okay. No, I do cool talk. Anyway, no, of course a lot of them have smoked marijuana. Look at all of our presidents: Obama, Bush, Clinton. They all smoked, right? But to them, no, remember, most of these folks have no empathy at all. So they've been against marijuana legalization the whole time when they were smoking weed when they were in college, and God knows how much longer after that. And even Obama. Obama's like, oh yeah, I smoked pot and I did the thing where hotboxing in the car or whatever. He did all that stuff. And then, hey, can you take it off of a Schedule I drug, which compares it to the most lethal drugs there is in the world? Nope, not gonna do that. Just as usual with Obama, play around the edges just a little bit. I'm gonna give you 5% change. But you did drugs, you did marijuana. Don't care. Bush, you did marijuana. Don't care, okay? None of them cared. So it's not their personal experience. They have no empathy. It's the money, Lebowski. Just like you said, you nailed it. It's like that money wound up being a gateway drug to legalization.
Absolutely.
And look, if that's what it takes, God bless, because it is less dangerous than alcohol. It's insane that it's illegal. So I hope that 69 becomes over 250. I hope they get enough senators. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Legalize it everywhere. And every state where you legalize, by the way, if it's a ballot measure in your state, make sure you get out there and vote. If there are people who are running for Congress who say they're gonna legalize, make sure you get out there and vote, because there's gonna be a tipping point. If enough politicians start taking money and getting the tax money as well, they're gonna vote to legalize, and this thing's gonna be over. So right now, we're in a dark place where we have Jeff Sessions as our Attorney General, who once said that he used to like the Klan until he found out that they smoked marijuana. So forget his views on the Klan. I assume he was joking, but that's how much he despises marijuana, right? So, but we will get rid of these guys at some point, and you could even override them. You can. That's how our system of government works, but you gotta vote for people who are on the right side of this issue. And it's an important issue, and it involves criminal justice reform. So don't take it lightly. Go vote based on this. If you become a member of the Young Turks, you'll be saying,
you know, I'm like a smart person.
So do it right now, tytnetwork.com/join. Get the whole Young Turks show every day.